day, this is Miss Chen. I may not be the best mathematics teacher you're gonna have, but I'll do my best to make our lessons easy for you to understand.
Hello grade 7, we are on quarter 1 module 3, absolute value of a number. To start this lesson, let us have the objective. We are going to learn how to represent the absolute value of a number on a number line as the distance of a number from 0. I-discuss natin yan. That is our objective. So let's start with the number line. It is a horizontal line which extends indefinitely in both directions with numbers placed at equal intervals. So let us illustrate. Ipapakita natin siya. This is an example of a number line. We have the arrowheads dito sa bawat dulo na ibig sabihin ay pwede natin siyang pahabain, pwede natin siya i-extend, pwede natin siya dagdagan ng numbers indefinitely as long as gusto natin. Ibig sabihin ng indefinitely ay pwede natin siyang pahabain as long as gusto natin. Okay. At ang mga arrowheads na yan ang nagbibigay ng representation na pwede natin siyang pahabain. Next, we also have the numbers on a number line na dapat ay nakapwesto ng pare-pareho ang agwat sa bawat isa at pare-pareho din ang layo ng bawat isa kung i-count mo siya or kung bibilangin mo. Kung napapansin nyo, ang agwat ng ating mga numbers here on the number line presented is 1. Diba? 0, 1. Tapos, we have 1 and 2. So, isa lang ang agwat niya sa bawat isa. Nakuha mo? Magpa-plus 1 lang tayo para makakuha ang next number. But, before that, may pinaka-importanting parte ang number line. At ito na nga. We have here the positive numbers, the negative numbers, and of course, the 0. So, yan yung tatlong importanteng parte ng ating number line. Meron siya mga positive numbers, mga negative numbers, at 0. 0 is the most important part of a number line since siya ang ating starting point at siya ang naghihiwalay sa ating positive numbers at negative numbers. And number line is very useful in dealing with absolute value. Next, we have the distance. Distance is the number of units between two integers on a number line. Kung napapansin nyo, may bago tayong word which is integers na ang ibig sabihin ay the signed numbers. Pag sinabing signed numbers, ito ay ang positive at negative na napapakita sa ating number line. So that's it. That is an integer. Now, let us focus on this new number line para ma-discuss natin ang distance. So, kung napapansin nyo, ang number line natin ay nagpapakita ng distance ng dalawang numbers. Okay? Halimbawa, we have the negative 1. Ayun, ang ating arrow ay nakaturo sa negative 1. Sabi daw, let us find out the distance of negative 1 from 0. Gaano kalayo o ano ay yung distansya ng negative 1 from 0? So, ang ating starting point, sabi ko kanina, is the 0. What is the distance of 0 or negative 1 from 0? Kung napapansin nyo, pinapakita ng curve na to ang distance ng ating negative 1 from 0. And as you can see, we have one curve. Mula sa 0, papuntang negative 1. So that's equal to 1 unit. Next, let us use the red arrow pointing to positive 1. Ano daw yung distance ng positive 1 from 0? Pareho siya ng negative 1 na ang distance niya from 0 is only one curve. And that is equal to 1 unit. Now, i-explain pa natin siya. how far is the number from 0? So, pareho lang, no? So, gaano kalayo, gaano ang distansya. This time, magkakaroon tayo ng maraming examples on gaano ba kalayo ang isang number from 0. Let us use our number line. Negative 5 from 0. We have positive 6 from 0. And negative 3 from 0. Here, we have negative 5. What is the distance or gaano kalayo ng ating negative 5 from 0? So, ika-count lang natin ang units from 0. So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, the distance of negative 5 from 0 is 5. Next, we have positive 6 from 0. Let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, the distance of positive 6 from 0 is also 6. How about negative 3? Negative 3 from 0 is 1, 2, 3. So, we have 3 as the distance. So, kung napapansin nyo, ang distance ng ating mga integers, positive man siya or negative, is always a natural number. Ibig sabihin natin, pag natural number, ay wala siyang sign. Absolute. Yung natural. Walang dagdag. Okay? Next, ayan. When you determine the distance of an integer from 0, you are looking for the absolute value of the number. Kaya natin diniscuss yung distance of an integer from 0 dahil nagpapakita na yun ng ating absolute value of the number. Kapag marunong ka magbilang or mag-determine ng distance ng ating integer from 0, then you already know how to find the absolute value of the number. And also, the symbol for absolute value is parallel line. Ibig sabihin ng parallel lines, sila ay lines na magkaharap, surrounding the number or expression you wish to indicate absolute value. Let us have an example. Here, kung napapansin nyo, ang absolute value sign natin ay nasa paligid ng ating integer, surrounding. Ganyan natin sinusulat ang absolute value of the number. Dapat nakasulat siya sa bawat gilid ng ating integer or number. Ibig sabihin para niyang kinukulong. Hinaharangan niya yung ating number. We read this as the absolute value of negative 9. Another example, we have here the positive 11. So this is the absolute value of positive 11. Nakuha? So that is how we're going to write in symbols our absolute value of the number. Next, we have to now represent the absolute value of a number on a number line. Paano ba natin i-represent ang absolute value of a number on a number line? Kasi kanina, di ba, nagbibilang lang tayo. This time, we're going to represent how. Let's start with, of course, our number line. Then we have here the absolute value of negative 5. Paano natin siya i-represent? Okay. So, ipapakita lang natin ang layo ng negative 5 from 0. So, this is how we represent our absolute value of negative 5. Then, let us count the units. Gaano ba kalayo? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, the absolute value of negative 5 is also 5. Natural number 5. Next, let's have positive 6. Let us represent this in a number line. Ayan. So, we have the red line here, papuntang 6. Let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, nag-stop siya dito sa ating 6. Then, mean to say that the absolute value of positive 6 is also 6. Natural number 6. And the last one is absolute value of positive 3. Let us represent. Okay, so we have the blue. Ayan, blue line from 0 to 3 or positive 3. Then, that the distance is also 1, 2, 3. 3 units or natural number 3. So, ganun lang natin nire-represent ang ating absolute value of a number line, of a number on a number line. So, pinapakita lang natin siya in a form of line. Pinapakita natin siya, nagsisimula siya sa 0, papunta sa ating number na hinahanap ang kanyang absolute value. So, this is how we represent the absolute value of a number line. Of a number rather, on a number line. Madali lang ba? Di ba madali lang naman? You're just going to find kung nasaan banda yung number mo or integer mo sa number line. Then, you're going to draw a line from 0 papunta doon sa iyong number na hinahanapan mo ng absolute value. So, ganoon lang kadali. You're just going to write a line papunta doon sa iyong number mula sa 0. Okay, so that is the absolute value of a number on a number line. Next. So this time, we're going to identify the absolute value of the number represented on the number line. So kung kanina, ni-represent natin siya sa number line, ngayon, kukunin natin mula sa number line. Paano kung babaliktarin natin? So babaliktarin natin this time. So we have here the number line. Then, we have the dot on the negative 4. Nakaplot ang ating dot or point sa negative 4. So, ibig sabihin, we're going to find the absolute value of negative 4. So, let us count from 0. So, that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, the answer is 4 units. Next, we have the orange dot plotted on positive 2. So, ibig sabihin, we're going to find the absolute value of positive 2. So, paano yun? We're just going to count from 0, 1, 2. So, the answer is 2. Next, we have blue dot on negative 3. So, ibig sabihin, we're going to find the absolute value of negative 3. Let us just count the distance from 0. That is 1, 2, 3. So, the answer is natural number 3. Ayan. So, always remember, pag ang hinahanap ay absolute value, ibig sabihin, kinukuha lang natin yung absolute value ng number or ang natural form ng number. Pag naipasok na ang ating integers sa loob ng absolute sign, negative man siya or positive, pag lumabas siya dyan, pag tinanggal ang absolute sign niya, magiging natural number na ang ating mga integers. Mawawala ang kanilang mga signs. Kaya siya tinawag na absolute. Walang impluensya. Nakuha nyo yun? Absolute yung natural na siya. Ayan. Okay, next. Dito naman, kung napapansin nyo, we're going to discover what if we have the absolute value of the number tapos mayroong negative sa labas. We read this as the negative absolute value of positive 41. What will be the answer? The answer is negative 41. Next, how about we have the negative absolute value of 27? That is negative 27. And the last one, we have the negative absolute value of negative 30. Ano kayang magiging sagot dito? The answer is negative 30 pa rin. Okay, now, let us clarify. Kung napapansin nyo, sabi ko kanina, kapag ang integers ay ipasok sa absolute sign, paglabas niya, magiging natural number siya. Pero, dito, sa situation na to, ang negative ay nasa labas ng absolute value. Ibig sabihin, nang lumabas ang number sa ating absolute sign, may nakaharang or may naghihintay na negative. So, ibig sabihin, paglabas niya sa absolute sign, nandun yung negative, kaya siya ay negative din. Nakuha yon? So, that is how we're going to express if we have the negative on the outside of our absolute sign. Lalabas siyang natural numbers from our absolute value, but then there is a negative outside our absolute value, so magiging negative din siya. Ayan ha, remember that. Okay, next. This time we're going to compare. Ikukumpara na natin yung dalawang absolute value ng number. Tingnan natin kung gaano kakahusay sa pag-alam o pag-determine ng ating absolute value. So, we have here the green one. Absolute value of positive 2 is equal to absolute value of negative 2. Ang absolute value daw ng positive 2 ay equal sa absolute value ng negative 2. Is it correct or wrong? Let us check. Okay. As you can see, ang positive absolute value, ang absolute value ng positive 2 is 2. At ang absolute value ng negative 2 is 2. So, magkapareho lang. Then, our number sentence is correct. How about this? Positive 13, absolute value of positive 13 is greater than the absolute value of positive 1. When we say greater than, mas malaki. Ang absolute value daw ng positive 13 ay mas malaki sa positive 1. Is it correct? Let us check. Okay. The same pa rin sila, di ba? Natural numbers nga, di ba? So, we're just going to find the natural numbers, then the answer is correct. Kasi, ang 13 ay mas malaki sa 1. Then here, how about this? The absolute value of negative 20 is less than, mas maliit daw, sa absolute value ng negative 2. Tama ba yon? Okay. So, naging natural sila. So, 20 pa rin at 2 pa din. So, is this correct na mas maliit daw ang 20 sa 2? That is wrong. Kasi syempre, mas malaki pa rin ang 20. Then here, we have the absolute value of 5 is greater than the absolute value of negative 7. Mas malaki raw yung 5 kaysa 7, negative 7, ang absolute value nila. Let us check. Okay. So, since tinatransform natin siya into natural, so this is wrong. Kasi mas malaki pa rin yung 7 sa 5. Now, remember, kapag nagko-compare kayo ng numbers, always remember the counting numbers. Diba? Yung counting numbers natin, huwag niyo yung kalimutan. Hindi ibig sabihin na we are on absolute value is mag-change na yung ating pagko-compare ng numbers. So, nang nasa lower grades pa kayo, diniscuss nyo yung pagkukumpara ng mga numbers, so always remember the counting numbers. Nakuha? Sana nakuha yon. When we compare absolute values of the number, i-change muna natin siya sa natural number niya, then we compare the natural numbers. Kasi yung natural numbers, yun din yung ating absolute value ng number. Okay.